Hi, welcome to episode 4 of the Midlife Mix. And today we're talking about a subject that comes up all the time, and especially at this time of year, because let's face it, summer is coming up, and that can just put the fear of God into many women who are maybe training. They've been exercising their heart out for the last, since Christmas. And now they're faced with perhaps going on holiday, and there is that fear of, I want to enjoy my holiday, but I don't want to come back carrying excess baggage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And it's also, I feel it the same way. You've been training, progressing, and then all of a sudden you have to go on holiday, and there's that fear of, am I going to be consistent? Am I going to lose my muscle mass that I've trained so hard for? And how I'm going to keep up with the structure and with the routine.
And we want to enjoy our holidays, right? But we don't want to, we want to be in the moment. We want to enjoy it. But let's face it, we don't want to undo all of that hard work that we've perhaps been, working so hard for.
Yeah.
So that is going to be our,
that's the main topic today. Yeah. Really understanding where it all stems from, and maybe discussing ways of how to kind of combat that all or nothing way of thinking. I feel that's where the treasure is, basically. Once you combat and that way of thinking and find balance.
And just giving you some good tips along the way, hopefully, to help you have a better holiday and ultimately just have a really good time.
Yeah.
So let's just start with the first question. So why do you think that women feel like they're either being really good on holiday or really bad?
Well, just like I said, I really feel it stems from that all or nothing. So you're either exercising every single day and watching your macros and eating clean. And if you're not doing that, then you're being bad and you're failing, and you might think, oh, what the hell, I'm on vacation.
All or nothing mentality.
Let's just worry about it after I come back from vacation. And for me, my structure and my routine, even if I'm not on holiday, let's say on a day-to-day basis, a lot of my structure rotates around when I go to the gym. So there's like a post and like a pre and post. And I feel it just brings everything together for me. I remember to drink more. I'm more intentional with eating protein and with my food. It makes me feel better. So I understand that loss of an anchor, which could be the gym. Let's face it, it is your gym or your fitness classes.
That routine that you've established.
Yeah, you lose that anchor when you're on vacation.
Right. So, and then I think that can then sway women to say, okay, I'm not going to think about this now while I'm away. It's too much. It's too much of a stress. So you either go maybe one way, or then perhaps you are one of those people that just manage to do some, like an active holiday, you get your walks in or whatever, and you manage to stick to some sort of a healthier routine. So
as long as you also don't get obsessive about it, where you can really swing the other direction, and you're still counting your macros, and you're worried about going out to eat maybe every night, and just worrying about, are you putting on weight, or you weigh yourself maybe every day, which is something you shouldn't be doing. So it's really finding that balance between the all or nothing. Anyway, nothing should be that black and white way of thinking.
I mean, holidays are to be enjoyed, and you want to be in the moment, and you don't want to be analysing every single mouthful or every little sip of drink. And let's obviously we're going to discuss ways and strategies maybe to help you enjoy your holidays without that guilt.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you think that some women mentally say, okay, I'm going to start my holiday even before I leave, even before I get my boarding pass, and I've checked in, done my online checking, the weeks or a couple of weeks leading up to that? Do you think that some people then start getting in that holiday mode and their routine goes out the window?
Yeah, I don't think they go out of their way and say, okay, I'm going to go on holiday from now. Okay, some of them might mentally check out, But I feel it's also, I mean, I've been there before, where you think, okay, the last week before you travel, let's say, it's usually the last week before you're about to board, you're running around, you're packing, you might not necessarily have time. And then you're of the mentality, okay, but what's the point? Because once I get to holiday, that whole routine that I'm so worried about, it's going to kind of fall through the cracks, because it's not, you're not going to be able like to hit the gym 3 times a week and make sure, you know, you're lifting. So with that mentality at the back of your mind, you think, okay, so it just seems pointless to keep it up from now. So let me just shelve it, run around, get my holiday mode on, and I'll just worry about it when I come back.
Yeah.
So you've already like missed out on that week of training when you could have been training and lifting and giving your body like an additional boost before you go on holiday. And which is now the way I think, let me just pack in as many workouts.
Right. Do what I can when I can, because we know that it's a busy time, you know, pre-holiday.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, you know, I'll kind of figure it out when I'm on holiday. Like I have somewhat of a plan in mind, but I don't obsess about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so that I definitely have shifted from that. What's the point? Am I really gonna go to the gym in the morning and end up on a flight at night? To if I can get in a lift and a workout before I board, sure.
I think it's an amazing thing to be active. I mean, certainly us as a family, like depending obviously on what time we're going to fly, like you're potentially going to be sitting on a long flight, right?
Yeah,
so we really like to get in a workout or a walk or something before we even get on that plane, because I mean, it's just you know, traveling isn't the greatest at the best of times. So
but it is really a mindset shift.
It is.
It's more so than what you're doing. It really starts up here, and the way you approach it mentally, and then what you actually do or put into action. But it really starts with changing your approach about training and keeping healthy while on holiday.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So a question I get asked a lot is, Jo, do you take your supplements when you're traveling? I mean, nobody wants to get pulled over with a white powder of creatine in their suitcase. So, but do you take your whole supplement cupboard before you go? I mean, what do you do in that scenario?
I definitely take supplements. So there are my non-negotiable supplements.
What are they?
Magnesium.
Okay,
magnesium,
for your sleep.
Magnesium glycinate, definitely for my sleep. I definitely do glycine powder, and I have poured like glycine powder, white glycine powder in a plastic bag.
Oh, okay. But you keep it in its container. It's not like you empty the powder out.
I empty the powder out and I pack it with a spoon, with like a teaspoon, and I write on the outside of the plastic bag glycine powder.
Right. Okay.
I do take my vitamin D3 and K2.
Do you think you need that if you're going to be spending time in the sun?
No, I don't think you need it. Sometimes if I have it available, I'll take it with me, you know, and just finish the bottle while I'm on vacation. But if I don't have it, I will not order.
Okay.
And then just so I can take it on vacation. I do take I don't take my omega-3, because I mean, we usually end up spending a lot of the time in the Mediterranean, where the fish is incredible.
Yeah.
And so I end up making up for it with like real fish. And creatine, I kind of tend to take a break from it. I don't know, maybe this summer I will pack it with me.
Yeah. And I think if you are taking creatine, there's no harm in taking a month or a couple of months break from it.
Yeah. I mean, I just started, so I thought might as well take it with me. So it just depends where I'm at different supplements, but definitely the magnesium and the glycine powder are two supplements I cannot live without.
Yeah. So I think what we're saying is that if you feel like you want to continue taking them, then sure, take them. But if you feel like that's just going to be another stress and something else to pack, let's face it, sometimes these supplements can be quite heavy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely add weight.
Yeah. So there's no harm in not taking them, I think, if you're just going to be away for a short while.
And especially in the summertime, you're out in the sun, and if it's like a beach holiday and you're eating like fresh seafood and fresh fruits and vegetables.
So I think not necessary.
Not 100%
if it's going to stress you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about bloating and constipation when you're on holiday, or maybe even sometimes it gets a bit delayed and it can be a backlash. When you get back from your holiday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really, like we were saying, I don't really suffer from any backlash when I come back from holiday. I feel okay. I feel pretty good when I come back from holiday. But in terms of like the bloating and constipation, it all depends on if it's going to happen. It will happen the first couple of days while I'm on vacation. But it also depends on whether we're staying in an Airbnb, like in an apartment where there's a kitchen and a fridge, or we're staying in a hotel and we're eating hotel food, or you have to eat out literally all our meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I find now I gravitate more towards staying in a place that has a kitchen or a small kitchenette with a fridge, because I can't just eat food out all 3 meals, all 3 meals. So, but if we do end up in a hotel, like the things that I do, first of all, I make sure to buy lots of bottles of water. I will not rely on the hotel.
Dehydration is one of the key things that will bring on bloating.
Like the nearest like little grocery store. And I'll buy fruits, like lots of apples, or depending on the fruits in season in that place. For example, in France, white nectarines, peaches, plums, apples, which are always great for preventing that. So like at night or first thing in the morning, or as a snack during the day, I like to load up the fridge with fruits. This like really, it's the first thing I do.
Sure. So I mean, obviously then, the change of diet, then what we're saying, and maybe perhaps more salt can lead to more bloating, can't it? So I think that change of your digestion has changed, so that's why you might necessarily you might see an increase in bloating, I think, or constipation, because your food has changed. But you're saying
like
obviously some good tips. I mean, alcohol as well. Let's face it, that can be another one that will get you dehydrated. We salt, I think, did I already say that? Maybe more salt in your food, and less activity possibly, right?
Less moving.
Yeah.
Definitely. Or less movement, or
So these are all reasons why you might experience bloating. Change in food, you're not moving as much, you're not drinking enough water.
Well, also because flying. Yeah, flying. I mean, right after you land, I mean, that flying actually causes the pressure up.
True.
Has an impact on your digestive process, so everything slows down. So
keep drinking lots of water when you're flying, I think, and move around.
And I mean, I hate airplane food, so
I mean, you could pack some healthy snacks. And
definitely.
Keep those on the side. That's always a good idea.
But it's temporary. I mean, the constipation usually happens because, like, after you land, you spend like 1 or 2 days just to get back into the swing of things.
Okay, so let's talk about the A word. Alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Should we, shouldn't we? I mean, we're on holiday. You want your spicy margarita or whatever it is. Your
rosé. Your rosé o'clock at any time of the day.
But let's be realistic here. How much, number one, can it sabotage your weight loss efforts? And how can it make us feel?
Like crap. Afterwards.
I mean, we don't.
No, it's not actually. I mean, usually all year round, I don't really drink that much, and then I go to France for the summer, and wow, there is no structure. We are enjoying a drink at hours that usually we don't drink in, but I just feel also my body doesn't react as negatively to wines made in France than wines imported from other regions here.
Right.
So I feel, I don't know, I don't suffer as much from a bloating that I usually do, or heart palpitations.
Right. Yeah.
But also, I think the type of wine, like I don't drink a lot of red. It's always much lighter,
Okay.
like either a rosé or a white wine, or
Right.
maybe an
So
occasional
you're
beer.
saying, so if you're saying there was a specific type of drink that would perhaps potentially be a better version, I mean, there is no
then yeah, definitely
good version of alcohol. Let's
yeah.
be realistic here. It's not a health food. So if we obviously wanted to enjoy a drink, what would you say would perhaps be the best choice to stop, maybe feeling a lot of those like symptoms and the heart palpitations and what have you that could potentially increase with alcohol?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's either a white or a rosé wine, for example, or a gin and tonic. Or maybe, I mean, I don't do any tequilas or anything in France. But
I mean, that's the thing. You might actually be mixing your drinks a lot as well, and you get into the moment and you're having a good old time. But we have got to highlight the fact that, your body is going to respond differently to it now, right? As we go through menopause, your body doesn't tolerate alcohol as well as it used to. And you are going to get an increase in symptoms, right? So maybe your anxiety might go up, or your sleep is definitely going to be affected.
Yeah, it also affects your period as well.
Right.
So it makes it heavier. It's because it alters your estrogen levels as well.
Yeah.
It creates havoc in the body with your estrogen levels.
Right, and then it can increase your hot flushes as well if you're suffering from those.
Yeah.
So I think you have to think about that and just drink sensibly, really. Gone are the days where, you can perhaps, knock back, 10 cocktails or something, or maybe you still can. But I think that, we have to also just be informed and, educate ourselves a little bit more about the negative effects, let's say, of alcohol.
Exactly. Just be more balanced when it comes to drinking. I mean, as much as you can.
Yeah. Maybe for every drink, you then pour yourself a large glass of water as well, so that you kind of offset that dehydration, which is going to cause a lot of the crappy symptoms.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do we enjoy holiday food and not have the guilt? Like, we want to have that ice cream or steak and frites or whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do we indulge a little bit without really like getting that guilt feeling afterwards when it comes to food?
I think, again, it goes back to being balanced. I mean, obviously, if you're out eating steak frite every night or having a burger every day, I mean, it's also not going to help you. It's not going to help your body. You're going to end up putting on weight, or you're not going to digest it. You're not going to feel well. So it's really navigating through the menu. If you're out or if you're staying in a hotel, I mean, the way we do it, if we're staying in a hotel, we usually start off with a big breakfast at the breakfast buffet.
Right. So don't starve yourself, and then by the time you get to dinner, you dive into the bread basket straight away.
Yeah. So we make sure, our breakfasts are loaded with protein, like either an egg with whole grains or sourdough bread, fruits. So it's
it keeps you satisfied.
It keeps us
for several hours.
Satisfied, and then for several hours, and then if we were to go out to eat, let's say, then again, when you choose something off the menu, I like to choose like a nice piece of protein. And if we're in a steak place, then I will choose a nice piece of steak make sure, I order a lot of vegetables or a salad. And I do order the fries, but I don't have to have the whole entire the basket of fries. I will allow myself a few fries and enjoy it, but maybe after I've had a good portion of the steak and a good portion of the vegetables. If I'm in a seafood place, then I will make sure that I order like a nice piece of fish that's either grilled or roasted. Okay, maybe not fried, or I can have it fried. It doesn't matter as long as you're pairing it with enough vegetables. So
Yeah.
I
So the
think you
protein and the
can,
fiber is key, isn't
yeah,
it?
I think you can go out to eat and make good choices that are delicious. And it doesn't always have to be fried, and it doesn't always have to be a pizza or a
Right.
burger.
It's the junk food.
Or it doesn't have to be that for it to be palatable and interesting.
And also, I think when it comes to dessert, for example, you don't need to eat the whole chocolate lava cake to yourself. Like, you can share that.
You can share
with,
it, exactly.
several people on the table, and
Yeah,
then you feel like you've had a bite. You feel like you've satisfied that sweet craving, yet you haven't eaten the whole thing. I think that's also another like really useful tip.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're gone out to dinner, for example, and you want to have ice cream later on, don't have it at the restaurant. Go
for a walk after your meal.
Go for a walk and get ice cream there and walk around, explore the city while you're enjoying your ice cream. So if you pair the food with the movement, I think you'll come out feeling balanced at the end of the day, really enjoying good quality food. And then there's no guilt as long as it's like delicious. Good food doesn't, for me, it doesn't equate.
I think
with
like
guilt,
what you're saying is just try to be a little bit more intentional, isn't it, about what you're doing on, not to make it a mathematical equation, but just like you're saying, scour the menu beforehand if you know that you're going out to a restaurant, and have a look and see if there are healthy choices here. Maybe you can change up the menu. We do that all the time. We sit down, we see something that's not quite how we want it, and then we just ask, can you change that up? Can you make that without butter? Or can you leave off the cream sauce or whatever?
Or put the dressing on the side. But I mean, in Europe, the more questions you ask, the more frustrated they get with you. So, I mean, but things like this.
Yeah.
Ask for the dressing on the side or the sauce on the side. This way you have control over what you add on it, you know.
Yeah.
And the simpler, the better, I think, where the flavor of the true ingredients come through.
Exactly. So. And if you do want that pizza, or if you do want that burger, then go ahead, have it, enjoy it. But
then, I mean, it doesn't, you still need to hit your macros. You want to nourish your body. And having a pizza every night or every day is not nourishment. And it's not even about guilt here, what we're talking about. It's really understanding the importance of fueling your body through whole foods. And pizza is not really a whole food.
No, it's not.
It's pleasurable and it's delicious. And it's meant to be enjoyed occasionally because it's not satisfying at the end of the day. You want to leave the table feeling satisfied.
Just step away from the food topic for a while and talk about one that I know that I'm guilty of, to be honest with you. And it's about that kind of like body image. So the worrying about perhaps how we look in the bikini. We spend more time worrying about how we look than enjoying the holiday and being in the moment. What would what could you say about that? How could you advise women, like, maybe to try to get over that kind of mindset?
Well, I'm of the belief that your body looks better with a tan.
Yeah,
I feel
100%.
Definitely. I feel a little, self-conscious about my body. Is it firm enough? Do I have enough cellulite? But I mean, sometimes I think, you know what? This is my body. This is it. I'm going to love it, and I'm going to put on the bikini. And who cares? There are so many different sizes and shapes on the beach anyway. And a lot of women just strut their stuff in their bikinis, no matter how they look and no matter what size they are. And I just feel that it's really just getting over that inner critic, and
that insecurity,
that insecurity, and just putting on that bikini and owning it and embracing your body at whatever stage it's at, and just enjoying.
I think the only judge is yourself. Like, nobody cares. Like,
nobody cares. Nobody's there
analyzing you.
No,
everyone's enjoying themselves, and we have to try to, like I say, be in the moment and enjoy that time. because it's such a waste of your energy. And I know, I feel like I'm talking to myself because, you know, I do the same thing, but, you know, you have to remember to just enjoy that time because it's precious and we're building memories, and we don't want to think about, oh, I didn't wear those shorts because I've got a little bit of cellulite that's showing on my nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. But honestly, I feel the healthiest while I'm on vacation. My stress levels are lower. And maybe that's why my body doesn't react. Maybe that's why I'm not as bloated when I'm on vacation, and my body doesn't react badly to the alcohol. I'm out in the sun a lot more than I normally am here. Like, I'm out hiking. I get tanned. You know, so I feel a tan always helps you look better.
It does, 100%.
No matter.
Yeah. And I think also maybe treat yourself to a nice little holiday wardrobe, something that you know you're going to feel confident in. You know, try on tons. I mean, let's face it, I hate swimsuit shopping. I hate bikini shopping with a vengeance.
Yeah, so do I.
Like, it's the worst thing. It's second to buying jeans. Like, I hate it. So I think just go get tons and tons and tons of different styles and see which one you feel confident in. If it's a full piece, go with the full piece. If it's a bikini, go with it. If you're going to do the cheeky bottom or the thong, then great. I applaud you. But, you know, it's a case of like finding something that you are going to actually feel comfortable in.
Yeah.
And treating yourself to that little, you know, holiday wardrobe before you go.
And it's a win. It could be a summer win. I mean, summer is not just about managing your macros or staying healthy. It's also feeling beautiful and sexy and comfortable in your body. And if you manage to go on vacation and you come back feeling like, I strutted my stuff on the beach, well, that's a summer win. And I think all of us should aim for a summer win every year, no matter what, and no matter how big or how small it is.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about movement or exercise, or not maybe structured exercise on holiday. Yeah. I mean, I know for us as a family, like the first thing that we do is like, where is the nearest gym? But I know that we are like exceptions to the rule here. Wow, but that is amazing. Like a top priority, right? It's like, where is the nearest gym? Is it walkable? How well equipped it is? That is the number one thing. But I realize not everybody is like us, right? Yeah. So when it comes to exercising, do we just forget the gym, or do we do whatever's available to us? Do we change things up? What do you think? What's the best way to stay active when we're away?
Well, I've never done the gym while I'm on vacation, just because, again, it's getting used to like a new environment, and it just doesn't sit with me. I've never been that kind of person. No matter how committed I am during the year, once I'm on vacation, I just opt for different things.
Okay. And I think that's healthy.
Yeah. So let's say we're in France, our thing, my husband and I, which is a time where we also get to bond, you know, spend time with each other, doing a shared activity. We like to hike.
Nice.
And we can spend hours like choosing our hiking trails. They're usually very challenging. And I add weights to a rucksack, so I end up rucking. You know, which makes it even more challenging. So this is what I end up doing. And last year I was hoping maybe to make it to the gym, but I opted the great outdoors and swimming swimming in the sea. It's
definitely an opportunity to be more outdoors. Sure.
Or hiking in nature, as opposed to finding an indoor gym, which I did scout out, but I just couldn't bring it. I wasn't feeling it. I have weights at home, so maybe this year I'll kind of pair it with some at-home workouts with a kettlebell, let's say, just like basic movements.
And what about the women that, I mean, let's face it, not everybody has the luxury of free time also on holiday, right? They're visiting relatives. Maybe you've got kids who are not maybe so grown up yet, and you know you feel like you haven't actually got time to go to the gym. So what could women who are faced with that situation do?
I spend a lot of time walking.
Yeah.
Like, take time, walk the city, especially if you're going to go stay in a you're staying in a city.
So
Then
not so
going
much structured exercise,
Yeah,
just more
it's
just regular movement, right?
movement, and where you don't really need public transport, where you're walking to the restaurant and you're walking to the museum, or you're walking or you're shopping. I mean, all of this you can easily put in 10 to 12,000 steps. I mean, a couple of summers ago, we spent some time in Athens, and I had organized a lot of sightseeing, and obviously we didn't have time to go check out the gym. And it was one activity after the other, but because it was all on foot, and we didn't really take public transport, I mean, I was averaging 25,000, 26,000 steps a day. And I used to I didn't take the elevator in the hotel, and we were on the 6th floor, only because the elevator freaked me out and I just didn't want to. So I used to take the stairs up and down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good tip. Use the stairs wherever you can.
I mean, they were wide, beautiful stairs. It wasn't like dark,
dingy, stairwell.
Black stairwell. So they were wide, they were beautiful, they were carpeted, and so if we visited the hotel back and forth like 3 or 4 times, I was going up the stairs.
Yeah. So I just think as a given, you're probably going to get more steps when you're away. And there are body weight exercises that you can do, and if you're staying in a hotel or if you're staying at a relative's house, you can do some squats or push-ups on the floor. Like if you really wanted to, you could structure some own body weight exercises. You can pull up something from YouTube that will give you plenty of options. So you could set aside, before your day gets busy, before you go out and your day's going to be full, you could set aside 15 minutes in your room and just do some body weight exercises.
But see, I have an all or nothing. If I'm not in a gym with a dumbbell or a barbell, these body weight exercises, you won't catch me dead doing a body weight exercise in my hotel room, because I won't feel connected to it, and it's not something I would enjoy.
I mean, it's not for everybody.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's not. I mean, working out for me is also a source of enjoyment. So the minute I feel like I have to do it because I have to get it in so that I don't lose my muscle, or it's something that I have to squeeze in, I don't enjoy it. So I don't end up doing it. And I just opt for something that I'm doing and enjoying at the same time. And I feel, if you find something that's not gym related, but you enjoy it, then do that.
Yeah, and it's
sure.
It could be a time that your body actually needs a little bit of a break. If you have been a regular exerciser, it might be the time to just switch things up for a couple of weeks. And just really enjoy it, and then you'll come back actually probably more motivated, and more refreshed, because you've given yourself that little bit of a break. So I think keeping active, keeping moving is definitely one of the non-negotiables that we should really try to keep when we're away. What else would you say would be a non-negotiable for your travel?
Well, definitely making sure to hit enough protein. I mean, try as best as you can, like I said, to be intentional about the quality of food. I mean, it's not, we're on vacation, so it's a free-for-all, and it's like you can junk it out because you're on vacation and you'll worry about it later. I mean, include some balance in there, making sure, you have eggs in the morning, or, if you want to have pasta, for example, have the pasta, but make sure that it comes with protein in the sauce.
I always think eat the protein first, before you eat anything else.
Definitely.
Make that one of the things that you should say to yourself when you get your plate of food in front of you is eat that protein first, because that's so important, especially for midlife women.
Yeah, and sometimes in the busyness of the day, and and if you're on the go, you don't eat as much. I mean, that's something I find when I'm on vacation. My volume of food is considerably reduced because, you're on the go all the time, and sometimes you forget to eat, believe it or not. Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm again a little bit different. I do either take my protein powder, or I'll buy a protein powder when I'm there as well. And really? I know not everybody does that. Again, I'm an exception to the rule. Actually, that's
something maybe I will.
So sometimes you don't get caught out, and you are still trying to get somewhat, protein in there. And sometimes you don't know what to eat. You don't want to go for a biscuit or, something that's perhaps unhealthy. So I just take a scoop of protein powder, maybe have that with some yogurt or whatever, some berries. And then at least you've got something on hand if you want it, and you're not snacking on something that's unhealthy.
Yeah, I never thought I've never taken protein powder.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe this summer will be the summer.
Just pack it in a bag along with your creatine, and off you go. So protein, obviously, keeping active, and fiber is key.
Yeah, fiber as well. I mean, it's one of the best ways to prevent you from getting backed up.
Oh yeah,
while you're on vacation.
I mean,
nuts, like nuts are always a great way also to kind of snack. Like
I mean, obviously, just be careful because they're very calorie dense as well.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, just a little handful of nuts.
Yeah, handful of nuts.
Staying hydrated.
And
if you are in a hot country as well, you might want to think about just adding some electrolytes. You can get, again, these little sachets, and you can get them probably in any country. But it might be worth like packing some electrolytes while you're away, especially again if you're going to have a few drinks, just to really just keep topping up and staying hydrated.
And I'm a big believer of really trying the fruits and vegetables or the cuisine of the country you're going to visit. So it's not necessarily finding the first chain of restaurants that you would normally eat at if you're here at home, but really eat the fruits that are in season in that country. So for example, when I go to France, usually they're white nectarines, and it's something I would never eat here, even if it's imported, just because it's an imported, it's an imported fruit. So you go and you enjoy like the specific fruits of that, like in France, the Reine Claude, which is a type of prune, the white peaches, white nectarines, the cherries. I mean, it's visiting local farmers markets is another great way. Even if you're staying in a hotel, find the nearest farmers market, go buy the fruits, buy the vegetables,
and fresh bread.
And fresh breads. I mean, fresh sourdough bread.
Yum.
You can even kind of pack some cheese inside your fridge in the hotel. Or some deli meats. Okay, it's not necessarily great, but you can make a sandwich, like a ham and cheese sandwich, or
again, something that's going to give you more sustenance than perhaps a greasy
like
burger
all
or
of
something.
Because usually the hotel food is very it's not very local, and it's hotel food is also just like airplane food. It's not necessarily using the best quality ingredients. Well, it depends on where you stay, obviously.
And our sleep sometimes is also affected. Well, not sometimes. We're going to be staying out late perhaps, or we're going to stay in a relative's bed and it's uncomfortable and our sleep's affected.
Or you're up all night waiting for your teenagers to come back home from partying. I mean, it's just, my sleep is horrible.
Yeah.
While I'm on vacation.
So perhaps some power naps in the afternoon if you can grab it.
Power naps. Definitely sleep in if you have to make up for sleep, or if you didn't sleep well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously sleep hygiene is an important part of your health and wellness, and we know that a lack of sleep also makes you gain more belly fat. I mean, it's a proven fact. So that could be another contributing factor to holiday weight gain as well. I mean, it would be nice and ideal if we could stay within our normal routine somewhat, but realistically, that might not always be the case. But I think, still try to get in those 7 hours if we can, even if we're going to bed a little bit later. Maybe we can have a bit of a lie-in if that's, available to you, if you don't have young kids that are coming and waking you up in the morning. Obviously I know not everybody has that luxury, but sleep is definitely something that you do need to pay attention to, I think, when you're traveling. Okay, so just before we end here, we're going to do some rapid fire questions for each other. So I'm going to start off. So Lana, one health habit you would never skip on holiday?
Movement.
Okay.
Never skip on movement. Joe, one supplement you always pack?
Well, I've got to say protein powder. Again, I know I'm another section to the rule, but I either take it with me or I buy it when I'm there. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Biggest holiday health myth. That's for you.
Wow, that's biggest holiday health myth. that you always put on weight while you're on holiday.
Yeah, not necessarily.
No,
if you take all our top tips today, then that doesn't have to be the case.
Exactly. Pool holiday or active holiday?
Oh, active holiday. I get so bored. I don't know about you, but I cannot sit on a beach for hours, and I cannot sit by the pool for hours. Like, I need to be moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Swimming, like I can't.
Yeah, active holiday all the way. Your hiking sounds like amazing. That is like the best holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite holiday travel snack?
I would say nuts. Nuts are my favorites.
Easy, isn't it?
Yeah, so good.
Easy, delicious. Don't be that person on the flight that has the boiled egg, please. Like, I mean, how do people do that?
Yeah. One thing women worry about that they shouldn't.
Oh God, how long have you got? I'm going to say the swimsuit.
Yeah.
Right, it has to be there. I mean, I'm talking to myself because it definitely put the swimsuit on, get out there, strut your stuff, and don't give a crap about what anyone else thinks because nobody's thinking anything. So just go out there, enjoy the moment, make those memories.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and then the last one is if someone focused on only three things this summer, what would they be? I feel like we might have touched on some of these, but what do you think?
Yeah. So definitely more movement. Definitely be more intentional with your food. And I would say also kind of let go. Just let go of the stress and the little...
Yeah.
Letting go, I think, is so important.
Life is there to be enjoyed, and enjoy every moment. Yeah. So that concludes our little episode there. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've picked up some good tips. So it's not about surviving; it's about enjoying it, and just if you do end up coming back a few pounds heavier, then just pick up where you left off.
Exactly.
It's not the be all and end all.
Yeah, and if you do follow or pick up any of the tips that we've shared, any specific ones, tag us on Instagram, either with my account, Lana's Wholesome Living, or
or you can leave a comment on the Midlife Mix podcast section.
Or leave a comment.
We'd love to know how your summer goes. I mean, obviously, if you have got something planned, we'd love to know if any of these little tips have helped you along the way. And we'll definitely be back probably after the summer now, I've got a feeling, for the next episode of the Midlife Mix. So we will see you then, and have a lovely summer.
See you. Enjoy.